good greetings and good evenings, you know what I mean? I just want to talk about some of the things I've kind of learned, and I've only kind of like really been doing this like content creation thing, at least for this particular channel iteration or whatever the fuck, for like a few weeks now, like that I've been really like, I've had time to really pour into it and go a little harder than before. And I've learned a lot of things in this short time. And it's a lot of things that I feel like no one, again, this is just stuff that I haven't seen anyone talk about or mention, and I'm not sure why. I don't think there's a malicious reason behind it. It's just something, I just think it's one of those things that people don't talk about. It's like the little things that come with like trying to do this whole like online content creation thing beyond maybe just like the hobby level or whatever. Like maybe you kind of want to make something out of it, which I think is a good thing. Like, you know, always aim for the stars. It's a little crazy. I guess to focus my thoughts, I'll start with the Twitter DM stuff, right? We'll focus my thoughts on that. When you're a smaller content creator, there are people who have like tag alerts so they can contact you. It's usually artists of varying quality, and one, I fucking hate it, and then two, these people are some of the pushiest motherfuckers on the planet. Like, if I weren't the big age that I am now, or was like just more of like a pushover or susceptible to like woe is me crybaby tactics, I'd be fucked. I'd have been like fucked out of like almost $1,000 already. And that's insane to say, right? It sounds made up, and it sounds fucking insane. And if it does, it's because it is. Example, I might actually like find the DM and post a screenshot of it. I put a lot of thought into, I'm not gonna call it my debut or whatever, but like I put a lot of thought and effort into launching my channel. And that's not to say that other people don't, but like for me, it was a very focused and planned effort of like what I wanted to look like and how I wanted things to go. And so I get this artist, and they messaged me probably because I made a tweet and I tagged, I think it was probably like PNG tuber, maybe streaming or some shit like that. It doesn't matter. They have tag alerts for all of them. So like put whatever the fuck you want there. Twitch, Kick, YouTube, whatever. If you hashtag any of that shit or you put that word in a tweet, best believe these motherfuckers will find you. Anyway, so I get a DM and it's like, and they always start off very quaint, and this is, or not quaint, they always start off very like polite and almost cool. And first thing you gotta know, they're gonna follow you, right? And you're probably gonna look at their thing, and you might follow back because, like, you know, why not? Like that shit's free. It doesn't really matter. You don't give a fuck. What's gonna happen is they're gonna message you and they're gonna be like, hey, how's it going? And you're gonna be like, hey, cool. Like, because, you know, I'm in that stage now where I'm like, I wouldn't mind like making videos and shit with other people. So like I'm always gonna look out to try to find people that are maybe gonna fit the vibe that I'm going for, you know, with all my like introspective stuff, right? Like if we're gonna talk about drama, we're not talking about drama for the sake of talking drama. We're trying to talk about like maybe what we can learn from it, what we can glean from it, like what lessons for ourselves that we can like get out of that, because there's always something there. I feel a lot of people don't talk about it enough. So obviously I'm looking for more introspective people, or people who can at least tap into that side of themselves. So, you know, I'll message back. I'm like, oh, hey, you know, how you doing or whatever. And never fail after the bullshit greetings are done, because this is what people do that try to sell you shit, right? They're like, oh, you know, hey, I'm just a goofy little guy. And then they pour it on. And then they're like, oh, hey, you know, by the way, I'm a graphics artist. And that's the hook, ladies and gentlemen. That's the fucking hook. If you are not me and you are starting, right? You just threw some shit together and you got a YouTube channel, and then you realize like, fuck, maybe I need some graphics and stuff. I should, you know what I mean? I kind of realized that like that's the meta, right? Like you kind of can't start that channel without some sort of like small logo or like graphic or character or thing or whatever. You absolutely can. Obviously, people have done that shit before. It's just that like in the modern age, like what is the meta? Not that you have to abide to that. Okay, I guess what I'll say, if you're in certain metas, right? If you're starting a gaming channel, you probably can't start without banner, a logo, and like some social stuff, right? Like 100%. Anyways, moving on. They hit you with the, hey, I'm a graphics artist, by the way, and you're like, oh, cool. And they're like, oh, hey, do you mind if I, you know, show you some of my wares? You know, like, what are you buying? You know, they show, and sometimes it's impressive. Some people will skip this step altogether, by the way, and they won't show you shit. They'll get straight to the, here's my fucking packages. This one's $100. This one's $500. This one's 1,000. I'll cut you a deal for 800 though. And those people are even worse than the people that show you the galleries, because you're like, so wait, you want me to spend $500, 500 credits, and you haven't even shown me what the fuck you're selling? My guy, listen, I don't got a business degree, but I don't think I know a little something about selling product. You're not even gonna tell me, or show me what it is? Cause like, unlike some stuff where you can like probably definitely scam and get people to buy shit without seeing it first, graphic design is not one of those things. It's in the name, graphic. I need to see it. And so they show you the packages, and they're always going to be, in my opinion, a little bit more than what any person new to content creation should be spending on anything. And granted, some of it, like, it seems like a lot, right? They're like, oh yeah, we'll get you a banner, profile picture, maybe some stream overlay, or some channel badges, and some emotes and some other stuff. Before I continue on, I must implore you, if there's one thing I agree with a lot of people who do the whole like educating YouTube thing is, I love the good ones, is that you should spend almost no money initially on your stuff, unless you just have, like for me, this is a hobby, so I spend money on it, like, you know, a little bit here and there. But if you're just starting out and that's not you, or you're just a kid, you should spend like zero money on any of this shit. Like, do not be roped into their bullshit. Like, it's not bullshit they're selling. Like, artists should get paid, but the way these people are going about it, I think is bullshit. 100%. Fuck these people. That's a official opinion. Fact. Fuck these people. Because, like, to some degree, at least in my opinion, it's kind of predatory. I understand that people have, like, you have to hawk your wares, you have to get your shit out. I'm gonna get into, like, why. Pressuring people after they say no. What's more offensive to me is that, like, if you go to a lot of my socials or my channel, I have 90% of this shit already. Like, even if you're not familiar with who I am and what I do, if you just look at like the page, you could be like, oh fuck, this guy already has like a, you know, graphics, banners and stuff like that, and they don't look half bad. Fuck, maybe I should, maybe not this one. This isn't the one to reel in. These people are so blind and so oblivious, which is again offensive to me, that they don't even look at your shit. So don't expect them to like come to any sort of customized thing. They'll say, oh hey, like, hey, we can like customize an order like down to like whatever you need or whatever. They're lying. They're bullshit. They haven't looked at your shit. They're not gonna look at your shit. They're not gonna interact with you past this. They may stay followed to you if you're lucky. They're not gonna talk to you after this shit. After they figure out they can't get you to buy their bullshit, like they're on to the next one, man. It's horrible, it's deplorable, and it's bullshit. 100%. These people should be beaten with hammers. I don't know if I can say that. Guy I was dealing with, right? He was like, you know, and those were real prices, by the way. In fact, hold on, let me look at the DM. Okay, yeah. So here it is. Package 1, starter streamer essentials, logo, banner, static overlay, sub badges, discounted price $200, original price $250. Package 2, level up streamer essentials, logo, banner, intro and outro, static, discounted price $250, original price $280. Package 3, streaming animation combo, logo animation, banner animation, and animated overlay, discounted price $280, original price $350. Package 4, VTuber special, custom drawing, 2D model with rigging, 3 animated emotes, discounted price $500, original price $600. Oh wait, and it gets better, ladies and gentlemen. We go to even higher heights. Listen, if all this didn't seem like fucking insane before, get ready, rev up those fryers, because we're going into maximum overdrive. Ultimate 3D experience, 3D model with rigging, intro and outro, animation, animated, discounted price $800. Original price $1,000. $1K, $1,000. And I'm not saying, based on what I've seen on places like Fiverr, that's basically the only time I will ever hire a fucking artist, because these people fuck around a lot. Like a lot of Twitter artists, especially if they're coming to your DMs right then, I was just not paying them at all. Like, no, sorry, not paying them, but not dealing with them at all. Because a lot of these accounts, if you look at their tweets and shit, they're just following and like kind of retweeting shit from new streamers and stuff. They might not even have that many followers themselves. Not that that's the important part. The important part I'm getting at is that they're targeting you, and you should absolutely resist with every fiber of your moral and physical and mental being. These people are pests, okay? They're bugs. Don't talk to them. Fuck them. That's my second foot stomp. Fuck them. Fuck these people, okay? They mean you no good, all right? Like, if you do need that stuff, I would suggest you go through something a little more robust than a fucking Twitter DM, okay? These people are disgusting. I hate them. I hate all of them. I'm shaking in rage. It pisses me off so much. So I'm glad to get to talk about it, okay? Because I love talking about shit that I'm passionate about, and I hate these people. I'm passionate about hating these people. Sorry, rest of the DM. Custom packages and additional discounts are available based on your specific need. Let's discuss your requirements and create a tailored package that fits your budget and goals. I don't reply to this fucking DM. I don't reply. He sent this like last Friday, so like basically a week passes. Or no, sorry. He sent it on a Friday. I don't reply because I was like, well, one, I don't need any of that shit, and then two, this seems way too expensive for kind of like where I am and how much I want to invest monetarily in the fledgling channel of mine. A few days pass without any word from me. Obviously, I'm tweeting up a fucking storm out there. Shout out, follow me on Twitter. And then he hits me with on Monday, he hits me with which package would you like most? And I reply, because I'm trying to be nice at this point, I'm trying to like, okay, maybe they didn't understand that not replying was also a fucking answer. But I also have learned after traveling over the world, that is a thing only in America, where not replying to someone or not saying something is usually the answer. Not that a lot of people in America get it either, to be fair. But okay, so I was like, okay, my bet, you know, I'm checking myself, right? We always keep ourselves accountable. I'm like, okay, maybe I should reply and just kind of get my point across and all that good stuff. And so I say, this is something that I'd like to revisit in the future, you know, when I want a logo refresh, but like, I'm good now, essentially, right? Like, I'm all good. I thought that would be the end of it. He goes on, he's like, perfect. And I guess then package one would be more considerable, right? Not really. Like, if I were like in the future, right? Like when we level up, right? If I were to go with this person, and I obviously wouldn't for so many fucking reasons, I would probably go for like the last package. I'd be like, because like at that point, I'd be really leveling up. Like my logos and banners and shit, like they're only like, I think a year old at this point. I had them made like last year. I didn't launch it at the time. I had other shit going on. So like for me, my shit's still new. I don't think I want to refresh and redo and rebrand or anything like that yet. But you know, I can respect, I respect the hustle, but it's, you know, kind of getting annoying at this point. And then, so I'm like, if I were to go with you, right? Like I definitely choose like, you know, package 5, but this is not the time. I'm not willing or ready to rebrand it all. Like that's not what's going on here. You know, again, I'm good. And then he hits me with what if I go for package 1 for now, and I'll give you more discount that fits within your budget and wouldn't be a burden on your pocket. So 2 things are happening right here. First of all, he called me broke, and never that. All right, fuck that. Don't call me broke. All right, listen. I understand the way my bank account is set up and blah, 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 blah. Fuck it. Don't call me broke. And I understand this is supposed to be the hook, right? Like, oh, it's too expensive for you? I understand. Like, you're obviously hesitant. He's not calling me broke, but what he's really saying, he's a good salesman. He's trying to be a good salesman. What he's really saying is that like, oh, I understand. It's the price is the problem. So how about, yet again, I try to force you into buying the product at a lower price. And what's more important is that you notice in that little blurb that I read, he didn't mention what the discount was gonna fucking be. You know, so for all I know, he's taking $1 off this shit, or 10 or 5 or whatever. I don't know. He doesn't say, which is important, because then if he said, I would be able to lock him into that agreement at the lower price. So he's still fucking playing me. And I recognize that. He's still playing me. So I reply, because I think at this point I'm annoyed. And I'm like, yo, money's no issue. It's just that I've had my current shit like for less than a year, and I don't want to switch it up. And after that, he leaves me the fuck alone. Fucking thank God. It's really annoying. These people, they're gonna come at you out of the woodwork from now into the end of fucking spring. I promise. It's insane. No one mentions, maybe everyone else is normal, and they don't get as annoyed at this shit as I do, or find it as offensive as I do. Maybe I just hate being sold shit. It's all that growing up in the city or whatever. I look at all these people as fucking scam artists, like straight up. What am I getting at here? What am I trying to say? There's a lot of little things about coming up they don't mention. Like a lot of people mention they're always like, be consistent, do this, blah, 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 blah. This is the shit that I think they should be talking about because that shit is criminal. But maybe they don't remember. Maybe it's different now. I don't know. And it'll be the same rigmarole. Another one of these fucks will come around in a couple weeks, another DM, right? When I make another tweet and I do my VTuber or PNG tubing like a hashtag or whatever the fuck, you know what I mean? They'll be there. They'll come around again, and we hate them. We hate them all. And I think what kills me, you don't reply, and they like hit you back with the, hey yo, you buying something? And I'm like, bitch, I'm not in your store. Don't ask me if I'm buying something. Like, I didn't come to you. You came to me. Come on, yo. I think on a different place, I got like a DM like that. Oh, I know. I got a DM, a similar DM again from a random like graphic design artist. I just lied. I was like, hey, I'm not even a content creator for real. And they're like, oh, well, can you give me some work anyway? And it's like, bro, who are you? What? Like, come on, man, if you don't get this bullshit at my face. I think what really kills me about this though is that like some of them will message you without sending you any work. So then you have to like, then if you're me, because you do like art sometimes or whatever, and you kind of want artists to like get paid and shit, but like you don't want to, you can't just go with every artist, right? Because some of them just aren't that great, or they don't fit the style that you're going for. So they don't send you like a reel or like a DeviantArt or like a Imgur with a gallery. They don't send you shit. So then you go to their fucking Twitter and you're like, okay, let's go to the Twitter. All right, bro. Like you're doing all this reaching out and shit. Let's go to your Twitter. Like, let's go to your media tab. What are you posting? And like you go and you're like, there's nothing here. Or worse, you're like, this doesn't look that great. Also, I'll be real with you. Part of this is because I have trauma from dealing with Twitter artists in the past or whatever. Like I had one when I tried to get like some of the first art done for the Stellar Black channel, right? Like the OC or whatever, right? And like I hit this guy up. It was like January or sometime, like 2 years ago. He starts working. He's like, oh hey, it'll be done in like this time or whatever. And so a month or two passes or some shit like that. And I'm like, hey yo, like, hey, are you still working on this shit? And he was like, oh yeah, I had like I had this going on, or I need to take a break. It was something. Shit gets mentally taxing. Like you gotta take a break. But I wasn't mad that he took like a mental health break. I was mad that he didn't fucking tell me that what was going on, because like I had already paid him. And again, because it's Twitter, right? There's no buyer protection. So like if you send some motherfucker some money through a PayPal, like, and they don't deliver, like it's fuck you, right? Like you have no recourse. You have no recourse in that situation. And that's my fault, right? Like that's right. Like that's a risk I took, and I recognize that. And I'm not mad. I was just like, what the fuck is going on? Like, and that's why I particularly don't ever want to deal with like a Twitter artist like again. Not unless one that has like a store or something like that, because or you go into like a service like Fiverr. Because there's buyer and seller protection on both ends. If you're just doing this shit as like a handshake deal through Twitter, like if they fuck you over, like they just fuck you over. Like that's just what it is. It's no one's fault or whatever. That's just like what it is, and you have to accept that. But yeah, no, we're not going through that again. Learn my lesson is what I'll say.
If you enjoyed this little rant, watch and subscribe and check out my other videos. See you next time.